It's Week 4 of the National Football League, with Baltimore on the road for an AFC battle. They lead the all-time series against Denver 8-6. It's the Ravens and the Broncos. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Power Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the 2nd play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early. But I don't know if you meant it on the 2nd play of the game. I thought you meant as we get into it a little bit. They decided to just come right out swinging.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. From the 36, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to 1st. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end, Fant. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bridgewater to Fant, first down Broncos.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Ravens have got it. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Jackson now. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 17 carries, 73 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front, because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done, because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And here's Jackson on the option. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2nd and 11 now. Now a give. This is Murray. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. This is the tight end fan. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long until we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5 receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. fake. Bridgewater. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The kick by McManus is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 6.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson going with a screen for Murray. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant, and he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going right back to Fant. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On third down, Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They go with Murray again. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
Hamler now on the return.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Denver's offense now set to go.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The quick feet by Jackson, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Here's Bridgewater. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Broncos coming out now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Bridgewater now. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbuna. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. Calais Campbell on the stop. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. From the 30 on second down, Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. To throw is Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. And he fins. Oh, no, he lost the football. Defensive guy.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
Yeah, in the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 91 yards. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. 69 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Gordon's got it. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jackson running again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Important extra point up and through as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They don't want it, fellas.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now Bridgewater and the Broncos down 28-20, under a minute 20 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw. He's got Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Baltimore, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on